Morning folks, right, these are some of the medieval figures I've converted into border Reiver types. So I'm going to have a go at painting. Gone for a grey undercoat simply because I didn't have any white paint. So grey will have to do. Very dulled, muted colours. As I say, these are going to be border Reiver infantry, English, Scots or even Irish types. So yeah, I think drab colours order of the day. I don't see them being too bright. Bits of armour, bits of old armour that they've got on, medieval armour I assume handed down, that sort of thing. So I'll make a start and put some paint on. Right, that's the brown wash added. I'll just zoom in a bit closer. As you can see, just a mucky brown wash which sort of highlights the details on the figures. So time to start putting some colours on. Right, after the brown, I've added the first flesh coat, which you should be able to see some of it. I use a tan flesh, and I'm now going to add, what am I going to add? Let me have a look. Yeah, basic skin tone. Yeah, so basic skin tone will be added. I've left a fair bit of the brown showing underneath the tan flesh. Hopefully that'll all work out okay. Let's just see that figure there. You can see, yeah, that's just what I put on, basic. So okay, I'll get cracking with the next shade. That's the second shade added. I'll just pick a figure up, might be able to make it out a bit better. Yeah, is it? Yeah, so we've got the brown wash, the tan flesh and the basic skin tone. Yeah, and so I'm now going to add some hair colours. Some of them will be okay, I think, as they are. Look a bit washy, but by the time I put a flesh wash on over the hair as well, some I'm going to add probably a red brown and others possibly a black. So I'll get that sorted. So that's the basic blocking in work completed. The Javelinmen, yeah, all blocked, ready for shading and washes. And the Spearmen, same again, just finished the spear, so it's shading and staining, and then I shall add obviously the metal parts, the spearheads and the armour and the chainmail coifs that quite a few are wearing. So I'll get on with all of that back soon. Okay, so getting carried away, I've gone a long way. Hair is all done, faces, flesh, hands finished, bodies sorted out, dress, shoes, stockings, armour, etc. And washes have been added. That's on the light infantry Javelinmen types. Over here the armoured spearmen. Again, just about finished. I've just touched on some more silver. Got to put, what have I got to put? What's it called? Forgotten the name. Dark tone. I'm going to put a dark tone wash. This one here on the end has had the dark tone, full dark tone wash. These are obviously haven't had their dark tone. He's had a bit of dark tone, but there's some other areas to do. Yep. So we're then just about finished. So after this it will be a matte varnish before I base them up. Right, so I'm going to get stuck in, sort out the bits and pieces. I think there's a bit of brass or bronze work to do on belts, buckles and daggers, that sort of thing, sword hilts, before I varnish. So I'll get on. Matte varnished all of the figures and they are now dry and ready for basing. So we've got 9 light infantry, 2 to a base, so I should do 4 bases, which means I'll have 1 left over for next time. And here it's 4 to a base, a narrow base. I think I'll base them that way. I often base them in 8s, but I think I'll base 2 4s up. I can also always do some 8s later on. Right, so I'll get basing. And there they are, all based on the MDF. It doesn't look a lot, does it, when you base them all up? Okay, right, I'm going to get these finished now. Usual sand and glue, brown, dry brush, flock, tops, etc. I'll come back then for a final roundup. all finished, all based up. So there we have 8 light infantry javelinmen and 8 spearmen, 4 late medieval, border reivers, that sort of thing. So that's the light infantry, just various types, some with bits of armour on, some with cloaks. Just really a mismatch of clothing and what was available at the time. Yeah, and there's a rear shot, again nothing special. Cloaks are quite good, I like the cloaks. I think they are, they'll be Gripping Beast or Victrix cloaks that I've just added on. So yeah, do make them look very effective, I think. And there we have the spearmen. So what I've done, I've got a front rank of more armoured types. Armour vambraces, or that's the leg armour. Mail quives, some with pot hats, etc. I'll just move this one, and then what we've got the rear rank, these guys, less armour obviously, as you can see. I think that shows up there, yeah. Not much armour at all on these guys. Could be on their own in a unit, but I sort of plan to use them like that. So we've got a front rank and a second rank. Obviously I need to get a lot more figures. Yes, a lot more figures needed. It's just a start. I think the light infantry I'll make up to a 12, and the spearmen need to be at least a 16-man unit, if not a 24-man unit. But gotta start somewhere. So right, yeah, onwards and upwards. More figures. Still waiting for some to arrive from the post. Got a few crossbowmen today. Waiting for the bulk of the figures to arrive. I have just found a bag of about 20 or 30 medievals that I can use. Just the torso, so no arms, no heads, which would be great, which means I can fit on heads from the new figures when they arrive. So thanks for checking in, and bye for now.